Chat, we have another $200 show match. This time, instead of courtesy of Factor, it's courtesy of Vacanus and a Chief Beef viewer. You just saw the anonymous donation. That was Chief Beef. He had been telling us that he was going to do it, but for some reason, people often forget to type their name into it, so it just comes in as anonymous. But it is courtesy of you guys this time around, so shout out you guys. If you guys have a command you would like to be put in chat, you know, just let me know. Exclamation point, Vacanus. He's a mod. He can put it in there if he wants to. His viewer is the one and only Adabu. By the way, deserves definitely a name shout out for a $100 donation for a prize pool. I'm going to spoil the two previous matches, although it should be clear what happened in them if you haven't seen them yet. Joreuz and Nass playing a couple North Americans in AJ and Wavy, and both of them coming out on top. North America will have to try again another day. Nass, interception into a dunk as a $5 tip, which I always add to donations. Says, unmute my girlfriend, Pterodactyl. Wait, what? I forget why Pterodactyl got muted. $50, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. Just know that you can say thanks for the shout out in the Twitch chat. You don't have to donate $50 to do that. I hope that that's, you know, established. I know you guys say new Feer a lot. New Feer, we hate new Feer, we want old Feer. Do know that even new Feer is okay with you saying thanks without $50. I know it may not seem believable, but it's true. Joreuz playing from behind early. Okay. You forgot to say please, so you added $5 more as Joreuz has the pre-jump. Nass's double. Vacanus, you also don't have to say sorry with donations. It's okay. You also mod the stream, which is very much, you know, basically providing monetary value without doing so. So if anything, I owe you a donation. So how's about no more donations? We do stand now. And it was an anonymous too. This person doesn't even know. I mean, we talked about it. You got to type your name. Anonymous $10 donation. So I believe that has us, if I know math, $320. $320 prize pool for Joreuz versus Nass. It has really taken off here. Of course, both of them, a $100 prize pool win previously in their matchups against the North Americans, who at least put up a strong fight for us North American fans. Both matches going down to the wire before ultimately going to the invaders. Nass. Air dribble reset top right. He'll make it 4-1. Nass is maybe back, you know, in familiar territory. He just spent the past couple months farming the EU scene. I mean, farming is a little bit of an exaggeration, but he did win the two biggest tournaments we've seen in a long, long time against EU opponents. Maybe felt slightly not at home. Oh, she was the coin flip for mod. Oh, well, she's gone. She's gone for 2 weeks. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works. I forgot T-Rectodactyl offered up the VIP for the mod and was willing to get banned and lose the VIP if she didn't get it, and she didn't, so. Joreuz. Oh my goodness, what a shot. I was gonna say, retreating off ball after the kickoff loss. This is so powerful, 104 kilometers per hour. Sometimes all you gotta do is just jump into the ball right. You can send it flying. Nass taking the dribble off cadence in order to pull Joreuz out of position. I actually tried to go for the AJ. That's right, I'm calling it the AJ, at least for now. the delayed 50 reset into shot. Something that AJ did on multiple occasions, even though I don't think I've ever really seen someone do it before. At least not as controlled and as seemingly intentional as AJ was doing it. Sometimes, you know, players have just been like, oh, I happen to get a reset, I'll use it. AJ was very clearly going for it as a strategy. Nass forced to clear this one away as Joreuz closes the distance. He is making him get rid of it, otherwise be in a much worse spot. Joreuz wants a demo, recognized he couldn't get it, so instead just gets a boost deal. Doesn't overextend and try too hard to get what would be a very tough demo. Pass to himself off the ceiling, but not a double into net. Nass able to send it to the back wall. Joreuz quick speed, and he'll finish this one. A minute 10 for Joreuz to make up 2 goals. Joreuz 0-50. Seemed like he was maybe going to be able to keep the ball in the blue half, but didn't stay in control. Nass going to send this one to the back corner. Joreuz diving in deep here, seeing what he can make out of a possession that Nass intentionally took to his back wall. Now Joreuz late 50. I mean, I say late because he didn't rush to it, and he tried his best to make the play near the goal line. Really needed a score. I mean, this has just been a stale back and forth when Joreuz needed buckets. Oh my goodness. You guys, I don't know if I want to read that name exactly. Joreuz scores. I feel like it is slightly insinuating, but thank you for the $100 donation. So 420, 420, 420. Is that right? Do I have that right? You guys are insane. As M80 now playing a civil war for a big chunk of cash. This one will hit the ground. Nass gonna win game number 1. Joreuz is out to find the car to help him to victory. Game number 2. Secretly pocket $5 for the 420 pool and tell all the viewers they're bad at math. Yeah, I don't think that that's a good plan. I don't think setting the precedent of taking any of the prize pool donations is a good call. Joreuz gonna score first. He also looks like he's in... Oh, no, he was in like a yellow Fennec last time. This time, he's in the Mina Fennec, or the French Fennec. Joreuz... Little camera checks to see how much he has to worry about getting down to protect the ball. Something that is really tough to do, so I wonder if it would have been better for Nass, who was leaving to grab boost, to try and stay a little bit longer, make Joreuz feel uncomfortable there. Either way, it is a Nass possession. He will go back down to the ground after his setup. He really does not mind taking those air dribbles and ending them long before the net. Fake pre-jump from Nass. Back to the ground. Joreuz scoops this. Very low speed. Nass will handle it. And this is over the top. This is in. Nass able to pop this one. As Joreuz, I mean, he had more than enough boost. He just couldn't really find the angle. He wanted to turn and challenge, make a play on the ball. But he recognized that he was not cutting a tight enough angle. Joreuz able to grab the back corner boost. Nass going all in. Thought he was going to be able to get it. He didn't flip there either. Just seemed completely unworried. Joreuz did not go for the kickoff. In and out of the net, I believe. Nass looking to punish. He leaves the ball completely after the reset. Hey, Feer. Been a fan long time. Do you still not take pictures with broke people, as you told me at the major last year? Yeah, that's still a policy. Yep. Yeah, no, that's been consistent. Old Feer, new Feer. You will not catch us in a photo with a broke person. Joreuz is going to fake here. I mean, Nass made a mistake to leave this directly in front of the net. He wanted a juicy double across the whole field. Nass going to go fake slightly on the ball, mostly just trying to get Joreuz preoccupied. Wants to make sure he doesn't go get boost of his own while Nass goes to take his corner. Yo, Sherlock. Sherlock us 12 with a $20 donation. We're at 425, so now we're at 445. Courtesy of Sherlockus. Pool is up to 420. Just say that after every donation, no matter what we're now up to. We're now all the way up to 420. Nass. Is he sweating with the money on the line? He just completely whiffed the ball. Joreuz, what a play. What a read. You see all the time nowadays players mixing up where they play off the bounce in order to get defenders out of a preferred spot. And Joreuz does so by just letting Nass move all the way up and recognizing no need to go for, a standard air dribble, which is often done in those situations. Nass has creeped out too far, and a power shot will just convert. That's what he does. Nass, he sees an opening and he takes it as Joreuz sets up on the back wall. Joreuz, a couple different fakes. Neither one of them bait Nass out too much, but this is, I think, another one of those same situations. Want to watch again from Nass. Every little fake is enough, and now you see Nass, he's out of the net. He's out of the net trying to protect this shot from the complete wrong side. And all it takes is, very minuscule movements from your opponent. You can just get them in the wrong angle with a couple of nice fakes like Joreuz has done. Make your life a lot easier. Now he's up 6-3. Nass the reset. Joreuz, that was savable, I would say. But matrixes around the ball. Nass going to control this into the corner. Does so about as well as you could possibly hope for. Ends up with 76 boosts, a clean possession, and a read on Joreuz's challenge, who seemed like maybe he was trying to wave dash cut in. We've, of course, seen a lot of dark playing on the YouTube channel. We've seen some dark even in show matches recently, but he loves that wave dash cut. And when you get it right, it is a very surprising burst. I don't think Joreuz really hit it clean enough to beat Nass to the punch. Nass has brought this game back. Here, can you donate with a credit card? I think just follow the link. I want to say yeah, right? I think oftentimes people use PayPal, but I think it can take credit card. Maybe not. Maybe you have to have PayPal. I don't know. Nass is going to go up 7-6, though. He's trying to be the one to receive your donation. Joreuz looked like he was going to clean it up, but Nass just sticking around. Joreuz felt like he needed to make a touch, needed to try and get over the top of them. Just played it right into Nass's hands. Joreuz on 0 boost elects to send a power shot across the field. You see players often as they run out of boosts. Just taking those shots in order to set up a sequence of follow-ups, which is better than just trying to make something out of a zero boost dribble. Oh, undercut. Joreuz trying to rush back to the ball. Landed on the top of Nass. Nass could end it with a clean play here. Joreuz able to make the save. Immediate challenge. Nass. Nice pogo. Nass. Oh my goodness, Nass. This is a perfect play too. Nass, if he shoots early, he plays into Joreuz's hands. He can't do that. Can't offer him the ball. So instead, he brings it back down to the ground. Now, if he goes all the way down to the ground, Joreuz will challenge him with ease. So no. He makes it a pogo. And he pops it over the top of Joreuz. It's a very likely secure game number 2. Joreuz didn't get the power needed to get this first goal. He will get one of them, though. Hey, it's me, the old Feer, the real Feer, donating $4.20. You guys, I never changed. You see? I've always been the same. Joreuz not able to get first possession, and he definitely needed it. So Nass, he was not looking too great in the early minutes of this game, but he has set himself up for a big payday as we head to game 3. Game number 3. Nass wanted to close it out. Joreuz into the stripes on his Fennec as an attempt to find the answer. I like this. This is a good-looking car. Back when Zombas first came out, this was, you know, everybody's car, I feel like. Nice colored Zomba with some stripes to match. Who couldn't like it? The man who gave $100 wants a best of 7? Well, here's the deal. Here's the issue with that. We didn't establish that beforehand. And so now I can't really tell him that it's best of 7. You know? Imagine Nass wins and I'm like, "Hey, bud, congrats on winning the match we had previously discussed, but I'm actually going to make it best of 7." And then Joreuz comes all the way back. Oh, Nass, what an angle. This is filthy. Even Joreuz is going to give him the nice one. Nass gets the ceiling reset, uses it right away when he sees Joreuz going high defensively, goes all the way over the top of him, and even though he didn't get the angle, he landed back on the wall and was able to quickly follow it up. We'll save this one. Joreuz pre-jumped again, but Nass went so high he bailed out of it. The flick did not connect like Nass would have liked. Joreuz has an opportunity to flick back the other way. If he had gotten a bit of a cleaner catch and found maximum power, I think there was a window to score. Joreuz sending it to the side wall. He's going to go snag Nass's boost and dare him to score before he can recover. And it was a bad dare. It was a bad dare indeed. And Nass has no issues passing to himself off the ground. Nass, little camera check to see if he has earned himself a goal. I mean, this is what Nass did in Saltline. Played so well against his EU brethren. Nass, mistaken flip this time though. Try to make contact. Joreuz, known for historic comebacks, did so in the previous series, but did it from a little bit of an easier position, down 2-1. And you do it down 2-0 against the back-to-back, Mr. Back-to-back himself. Joreuz, ooh, just barely. Doesn't have the angle. Free flip by Joreuz. Interesting pinch off the side wall. Feels like it's just a pass to Nass. Joreuz maybe had a plan for it. This was a decent setup He sees Nass coming in, and he recognizes that even just booming the ball into Nass is likely to pay off in his favor. Bouncing off the back wall, bringing himself within one. Joreuz. Nothing to be found off his air dribble. Nass. He's shown us a couple clips so far. He had enough boost to try and make something happen on this dribble. Started it from the midfield. Joreuz is finding himself low boost every time he's on offense. Not a lot left over for him to do. He does hook shot once. Too much separation between him and Nass on this shot. The reverse half flip ends up getting completely erased as he just lands back down and switches the other way. Nass will miss off the post. Really feels like a situation where Joreuz needs the next goal. I mean, he doesn't need it, but seeing Nass score here feels like that was a pivotal moment. Joreuz looking for the boost steal, maybe a bump as well. Gets neither as Nass hits the brakes, allows him to go past, and says, I'll play for the shot. Joreuz is able to score immediately. So that does neutralize Nass's 2-goal lead. You know, the one I feel like that neutralizes a ton of momentum is really my point. Nass trying to pull away. Joreuz at least right back where he was before, just down one. Needs to find a way to equalize it in a minute 40. He's got time. Joreuz flips underneath the ball. Should be able to get back to this one. You see him not even using that 18 boost. He knows he had it. Save that for the play afterwards. Nass, somehow, what the heck? He's got a cement block for a car. It felt like Joreuz was about to send him to the stratosphere the way he angled up for that bump, and yet Nass landing and flipping so quickly so that, you know, basically just fighting against getting bumps. He's not even necessarily trying to bump Joreuz, I don't think. He just knows he has to flip against it to keep himself in the play. Nass flip one to the back wall. Joreuz again, it costs him all his boost just to get out of his own half. So he doesn't have anything left over to do on offense. Nass, the first air dribble bump we've seen all night long. And it might be at the most crucial time. Sees Joreuz in it. That's a far out air dribble bump too. 38 seconds. 2-goal lead. $449.20, I believe, on the line for Nass, who's going to get his boost stolen. Joreuz, wow, slots it. Again, he keeps it interesting. Able to grab this boost, and the fact that he got that over the top of Nass and still in the net. Not a simple thing to do. Nass wall dashed into that corner to try and get a bit extra speed. Joreuz has pinned him back. Baited him into flipping the ball away, but Nass, quick recovery. Joreuz will steal the boost. He'll have his back corner. Nass is going to leave. So Joreuz, oh, that's not the best first touch. That's not the kind of first touch that will win you games unless Nass gets so scared in the final moments. Nass, take the ball from him if you ask me. But he was worried about getting beat, diving on the ball and having Joreuz land and pop it over the top of him. To be fair, that is possible, but I mean, watching from Joreuz's perspective, it seemed clear that he had left the window open and Nass could take it. It's going to be overtime. Overtime in Game 3. Is this the beginning of one of many of Joreuz's unbelievable comebacks? Or will Nass end the dream right now? He will. Nass wins the sweep. It's 7-6 in Game 3 off of a kickoff possession. Joreuz, you can see, turned away for just a moment, and that was enough for Nass to find the angle. And Nass is going to come away just a little bit richer than he was before tonight. I think it's 100 from the earlier show match, and then a nice 1.2, so it's 450, 450.4. Well, that's not a fully round number, though, right? 450.4. But hey, listen, I don't care about the round numbers. It's just you're the one who said you cared about the round numbers.